Welcome to LFC, your local sports channel. It's high school basketball. The Phoebus Phantoms are playing host to the Bethel Bruins. I'm Bob Hens along with Brent Musgrove. It's December the 5th, 2014. Brent Musgrove has Coach Daniels right now. Let's go to Brent.
Thanks, Bob. I had head coach James Daniels of the Phoebus Phantoms. Coach, you got a lot of talent on this floor tonight. Tough game the other night. I bet y'all worked on free throws this week, didn't you?
Free throws and not fouling so much. Yes, sir.
Well, our whole foul system's changed a little bit. After last week's game, Tuesday night's game, how do you feel about your team right now and where you actually are as far as the season?
Well, you know, with the new guys, I feel like we can just improve every night. So we just working to improve tonight, get better in the things we do, and correct some of the mistakes we made the other night.
Well, Coach Thomas from Kickingham paid you a heck of a compliment. He said that was one of the best athletic teams he's seen in a long time. Let's talk about a couple of those players. Let's talk about Robert Smith, if you will, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Robert Smith. Robert Smith came to us from military school. He's a junior, D1 type prospect, very athletic. He'll play the 2, 3, and sometimes 5 for us tonight.
All right, let's go back to another young man, Elijah Nelson. Give us a little bit on him.
Wow, Elijah Nelson's a prime athlete. He runs, he jumps, got a decent shot, but he's really tenacious on the boards.
So they're both new to you this year, and they're buying into your system pretty quick.
Oh, absolutely. As far as character, those are great kids. I mean, they do what you ask of them, you know, so I think we're in for a good game tonight.
Last question. You're looking at a big man out there on that floor tonight. What do you think you got to do to take this game away from Bethel?
Well, I just think we got to deny Cameron a little bit of good looks. We got to keep the big man out of off the boards and just not foul as much, and I think we'll be successful if we do that.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come over and talk to us. Everybody's getting ready. Good luck tonight. Thanks again. Okay, Bob, back to you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Brent. Nice job that time. And, Coach, we will talk about how good this Phoebus Phantom team is, but I want to talk a little bit about we got the officials tonight. We got Mark Fry, who is the head man, Steve Perry, and Bobby Daniels. Those are our officials for tonight's game. Also want to thank our crew and talk about our crew. On camera, we got Randy Bagoli, Susan Bowers, Wube Gabray, and Steve Fryer. Renee Camden is doing camera control, audio and engineering. Greg Lesko, slow motion instant replay, Krista Campbell, and our director and executive producer is Andy Foley, who is the new dad. And right now, Brent has got Greg Breon. Let's go to Brent.
Thanks, Bob. I have head coach Greg Breon of the Bethel Bruins. Coach, we got to do that game the other night. You played Hampton. Everything you had talked to Bob and I about, you put into play. It was wonderful to watch your team use the big man, take it inside, outside. But having said all that, and a great win over 20 points, when you walk away from a game like that, what do you think you have to improve on? I know you had a great game, but usually most coaches will walk away and that was great, but so what are you working on?
Well, we didn't get to the foul line but 5 times. We got to attack more, be more aggressive. We know tonight's game, Phoebus is going to be very aggressive. They're going to push up on us, so we got to get to the line and be more aggressive tonight.
Now, let me talk about a couple of players real quick if I can. Let's talk a little bit about Bryce Scott. Can you do that for me?
Well, Bryce adds a different dimension to us. He's a long kid, about 6'3". He's kind of deceptive because he's not very quick, but the kid can play. He's got a nice mid-range shot. He can defend and he's long. He can rebound and defend post guys. So we're looking for Bryce to help us out tonight.
I'm going to give you another one off the chart. Justin Motley. Tell me a little bit about that young man.
Justin's an outstanding leader. He's a senior for our basketball team, a vocal leader. The kids respect him, and we expect him tonight to step down and knock some shots down for us.
Let me just say that I heard from Kickingham that Phoebus supposedly has a very athletic team. What do you feel you have to do tonight to be competitive and take this game back home?
Beat their pressure. We worked on it all week.
That's what you were working on?
That's right, all week long.
Well, you had pressure on Hampton, and you handled that very well.
We'll deal. Tonight will be a little different. They may come in that diamond defense, 1-2-1-1. We got to be aggressive and make good passes and good decisions out of those traps.
Thanks for the information, Coach, and thanks for the help all week. We really appreciate it. Good luck tonight. Okay, Bob, back to you.
All right, thanks, Brent. I want to take a minute right now to talk about James Daniels III. Played here for Phoebus, played for his daddy for 4 years here. He is now a junior up at Howard University in Washington, D.C. He was voted the preseason player of the year in the MEAC. He put some points up last year, just as looking good, and I know Coach Daniels is proud of his son. Brent, glad to have you back here. Did good interviews. We're a little rushed for time, but I tell you, This is a great crowd here tonight. We're looking for a good game. Both teams are very athletic. I know you talked to Coach Brown, and you mentioned something about how well Kickingham thought that this Phoebus team was, and I need to reiterate what Coach Thomas said. He said Phoebus has got 3 guys out there that playing that could be Division I prospects. And I'm thinking, what? You know, you're talking top of the line prospects. That is unbelievable.
Well, what impressed me the most is when you hear a coach, and he just won by 1 point. But he said matter of fact, he said it's probably one of the most athletic teams he's ever seen top to bottom. He said he got out-rebounded by 12 rebounds and walked away with the win by 1 point.
But, and we've got some players out of tonight that are very aggressive on both teams. Let's see what we can do. You know, right now, Phoebus is going to try to take Bethel out of their comfort zone. They're going to try to deny the ball going into DeJour.
Dickens. Let me just say this: if I were coaching against Bethel after what I saw Cam Baycoat do the other night, I would have started guarding him when he got out of the bus. All right, here we go with the starters.
For the Bruins. Ricks, Ned, Pace, Baycoat, and Dickens.
And Baycoat and Dickens you better pay attention to, folks. They're going to bring something to you. And here comes Phoebus. Let's take a look at it. Marshall, Belsheds, Nelson, Smith, and Mitchell. And this young man, Mitchell, of course, is a transfer, and they say he was a great football player for him this year.
Well,
so they're expecting a lot from him.
Nelson was the man that did such a great job, and Phoebus comes up with the ball off the tap. And look at that move right there, number 44 for the Phantoms, and that's Robert Smith. He's a swing man, 6'4", but his head was almost even with the basket when he went up there.
And I had no idea who he called the foul on. I have no idea. I may have trouble getting the foul tonight. But
I didn't get a chance to talk to the officials. I thought about it, didn't happen. DeJour, Dickens gets the rebounds. And number 5 for the Bruins, and that's Justin Red. He's going to be the start. He's going to be the young man that's going to try to run this offense. And then inside, the pass went astray, and the Phantoms come back up with it. But they'll cut to the basket. They'll move. 55 for the Phantoms. Harrison Mitchell, 6'9". He's no slouch out there.
I'm just getting ready to say, there's plenty of size on that floor for Phoebus also. A little push off.
Yep, and he got it. The foul is on number 44. Just a little arm, trying to get a little space. And we saw that in the girls' game.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they've let Baycoat touch the ball yet. And they got,
wherever he goes, and now they're playing a zone, and it looks like almost a 1-3-1 zone. But they'll trap in the corners. They being the Phoebus Phantoms. They will trap. But they are aware of where Cam Baycoat is, where he is. He scored 28 points against Hampton the other night, and there's his first shot. But nice rebound that time by the Phantoms, but they didn't get the basket, and that was Kennard Ricks with the rebound. And little old anxious Mitchell, 6'9", did a little jump step before he tried to break to the basket.
Little Fred Astaire on his steps.
Yeah. Dickens coming out, and that brings Gorham for the, I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. There we go. Jeremiah Owusu, just a sophomore, 6'3". And nice drive.
Took it right to the bucket.
He comes off the bench, goes in and ties the game, and goes to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That's the first foul on the big boy, 55 for Phoebus. All right. And he makes the first one.
Yeah, he got the 3-point.
Old-fashioned, as you used to say.
Yep.
A lot of speed on that floor tonight, Bob.
And there's a 3-point shot. What we got underneath the basket.
That's a second foul on 55.
Foul. 2 right in a row for Harrison Mitchell. And right now, Daniels is going to bring in, looks like he's bringing in Lonnie Mann, 6'4", swing man, just a junior.
Now, when I first read that name, did that remind you?
Yeah.
You think back to the old Hampton High days?
Yeah, they had all kind of man.
I've seen you interview Lonnie Mann at Hampton High School a couple of times. So this.
And
my daughter went to school with him.
that's right.
One of my daughters. Of course, I had daughters in there so long. Good hustle. That's it.
That's,
My.
and I watching the Bruins, they're moving the ball around, trying to find the open man. And that was a low pass to Baker. You got to get the ball. You can't make a bad pass to an open player and expect him to make, because the defense is going to adjust.
Yeah, and if you give him a bad pass, he's got to spend too much time adjusting to even do anything.
Yeah. Baycoat's going to bring the ball in. He's going to trigger it.
Yeah, good look around, though. I mean, they're trying to penetrate that ball inside.
Trying to find an open shooter.
It's going to be Phoebus ball.
Yeah, a little short on that one.
Yeah, that was Pace, who just a little short on the three-point attempt. Nobody running crazy right now with almost 3 minutes gone. Still a 3-2 game. Nice steal. Nice little move.
Good body control. Good body control. That's Donovan Pace. Did a great job. Anticipated the pass. Got in the passing lane.
Good try.
Oh, man. You got to love it. Jeremy
21.
just did a great job going to the basket, drawing the foul.
That was
He was almost too far underneath the basket, but he went up, tried to do a reverse layup, and drew the foul. It's the first one in and out. We try to get that right here. Here's the, watch him come down. Oh, I've got a stretch. Almost got it. Nice camera working. Good job, Chris, on the replay. Oh, it's Andy on the replay. Well, good for Andy.
Well, even a better job for you, Crystal, on that replay, since you had nothing to do with it.
Bethel just got a steal and a three-pointer.
That number 10, that's Pace.
Pace. And, hey,
Bang, bang.
Phantoms say, wait a minute. We jumped out, got the first 2 points. That's 9 straight points by the Bruins.
Now, just to bring up a point, Baycoat has not taken a shot.
Well,
and they're chasing him all. My point is, they've chased him all over that floor, and you've got other guys that have stepped up.
And that's what a good team will do. They won't depend on one thing. And Baycoat doesn't care. He wants his team to win. He's going to get his shots. He knows he's going to get his shots. And if you're going to pay attention to me, and that opens up somebody else, then do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing what's behind us right here, we are not standing in the middle of Queen Street at the Christmas Day Parade. That's the drum section they got up here in the stands.
Oh, and talk a little bit about the coaches. Craig Breon, Pete Baycoat, Ernest Marshall, Wayne Jones, Anthony Frederick, and Danny Malloy over for the Bruins. Nice. Nice no-look pass. And
a little bit behind the receiver.
Yeah, but great job. Coaches over at Phoebus, I'll get it. That's head coach James Daniel, and his head assistant is Eugene Baker.
There's Baycoat's first shot.
Nice rebound. Man, you got to like the length of Robert Smith. Robert Smith went up, 6'4" junior. It calls him a swing man. He's got point guard. He's got regular guards, small guards, combos to play guard and forward, but then he's got the swing man. They call it an offensive charge on number 44. That's, oh my goodness, that's Robert Smith.
Yep, that's
he
his
just
second.
went down and got the rebound out the other end. Red's bringing the ball up. He's going to run the offense for the Bruins.
I think he's of the philosophy, make them look for Baycoat. In other words, if he's not handling the ball, then they've got to look for him.
And that was an open shot you thought Baycoat would take, but he's not going to rush it. He's going to let the offense come to him. Oh, nice job. Just a little short on that time.
Right now, he's a little short on him on the ball.
Lonnie Mann with the rebound. Lonnie Mann, you know Lonnie Mann. Two-shot foul. I don't know which one he's doing it.
I don't know who that was on. I guess
It
that was on
like
5.
Yeah, I think it was Justin Red.
And Ned.
Yeah, that puts Marcus Lewis, 5'8" senior point guard, on the line. Phoebus is, they made the first basket, and
they're snake bit.
They just like, I don't.
Watch his penetration. Nice move.
Oh, it was. Good camera work.
Yes, sir.
That's
Good
Randy
work.
Bagoli underneath that basket down at that end.
Hey.
Oh, got the shooter's roll. All right, Red looking over this 2-3 zone. This is similar to what Jim Boeheim does at Syracuse. And what you're going to do is you're going to put pressure on the ball, and then if it gets to the corner, sometimes they'll trap when the ball gets into the corner. But they try to get in the passing lanes. And who was he throwing the ball to? He threw it to a space and not to a player. Red's got to be more careful with it. That's like an unforced error in tennis.
Well, you fooled me there.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to fool you.
Took me in a whole new different direction that time.
Marcus Lewis is going to initiate the
Cuffey's coming in the game for.
Oh, number 25, Cuffey. Yeah, Breon Cuffey. First time we've seen him tonight.
Phoebus needs to generate some offense. They've had some opportunities.
Yeah. And he made the first 2 points, and that's Robert Smith. So he's got 4 of the 5 points for the Phantoms right now.
Not only is he quick, Bob, you see how high he got
That's
up to
I'm
release
saying.
that ball?
He really gets high. Wow, you had to jump to get that ball. Almost threw it away. And that may have been a walk. You like this Nelson kid. Was a wide receiver on the football team. He went for a pass that time. He watched him and left his place underneath the basket to steal that ball and go down and slam it.
Good call.
Good call. And I'm surprised that DeJohn Dickens is not in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what if he's healthy. I'm looking for him on the bench.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to
yeah, there he
Coach.
is. Ball goes in back down there. Not touched by anybody.
Yeah, if nobody touches you bring it back in where they threw it out of bounds.
That may be a little bit break for Bethel because
5 straight points by the Phantoms. Red wasn't too sure that might not have been a backcourt.
well, he landed with a foot on each side. So he was almost anticipated that time.
Yeah.
But Bethel, that's the first shot Bethel's taken. Look at the rebounding. That's Nelson again.
That's Nelson. He's all man out there on that court. Oh, nice job that time. That was Lonnie Mann again. The fouls on Marcus Lewis, number 21 for the Phantoms. And that puts the ball out of bounds. It's 6 fouls against the Phantoms and only 2 against the Bruins.
He's on 21.
Yes.
Don't have a 21. That's Phoebus you're looking at.
I'm sorry. Well, that's who the foul was on. 21 by the Phantoms.
Oh, okay.
You do have a 21 for the Phantoms. There's a long 3-ball. Oh, wow.
But you look at this,
Robert Smith.
look at the blocking out underneath that basket.
Not only block out, but boy, he went up high to get that
Yes, sir.
rebound. And DeJour Dickens is back in the game now.
Well, he put that up off balance.
And he was off balance.
Didn't see
and
them.
doing that. And that's your guy, Lonnie Mann again. Boy, he's made his presence felt.
Well, Phoebus has gone from 7 points down to 3 points up. Nice shot,
Yeah, that's
Baycoat.
Cam Breakcoat. Bethel in a 2-2-1 press. And they're going to call a quick foul on, and that was Donovan Pace, I think, wasn't it?
It was Baycoat.
Oh, it was on Cam?
Yeah, it was on Cam.
It was 11.
Wasn't much of a touch. The young man just lost control of the ball.
All right, Robert Pettigrew comes in. 5'5", sophomore, point guard.
I got to say this. You know who he reminds me of, don't you? Coach Daniel's son his freshman year.
Yep.
Oh, my. Coach Breon's having a discussion with one of the officials. Got one guy hadn't blown his whistle all night, I think is what he's talking about.
Raekwon Cuffey, 6-foot junior, checks in for the Phantoms. You got 24 seconds. Give you guys a little breather. Yeah, exactly. I thought he was going to dribble the ball, and he took a step and it passed it, but you can't do that.
Yeah, once you start moving the feet,
you got to do something.
You're supposed to be hearing a noise.
Either shoot it or pass it.
That's it.
Or dribble it. You can always dribble it.
16 seconds left, and the home team has taken a 1-point lead over the Bethel Bruins. And let's see if he realizes.
It's been a kind of a game of run.
Oh, that was a little steal right there by 23.
And they call a travel with 3.5 seconds. Bruins are going to get one more chance for a shot here.
Yeah, I think Coach Daniel's coming back in and relieve that problem real quick.
Yeah. Raekwon Cuffey comes in. He's got twins, Breon and Raekwon Cuffeys.
This is a test, only a test.
They transferred in from Bayside.
He got it off.
Yeah.
Well, it's very interesting. Bethel jumped out to a 9-point lead, and Phoebus comes storming right back, Bob, and went ahead. And now on the last shot, Bethel's taking the lead again.
On that steal.
Yeah,
they got the steal down underneath their basket and got an easy shot. But right now, these two teams they're just really kind of trying to feel themselves out. DeJour Dickens has not been a problem for him. He's really been a non-factor so far, offense and defense.
Well, Phoebus has been able to get to the boards, get rebounds, and like you said earlier, those guys are way up in the air. I mean, the other man might be 6'11", but those guys you got two guys that are up there with him all the time.
Well, and not only that, they're very, very athletic. And this is what Coach Thomas over at Kickingham was talking about, the athleticism of this Phoebus team. They really are great athletes.
Well, they all five were on the floor well, more than five, but what they had on the floor to start the game, everybody was going down floor and quick.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit too quick, and they made mistakes, but that'll all come together. This is only their second game, and he's got 3 guys that did not play in this system last year. So he's got to make that all work. I asked him about that in the interview a little bit. He said they're all coming together, they're working hard, and that's all you can ask a team to do, work hard. Well, that was the quickest whistle I've ever seen.
Oh, you can only have one coach standing up.
Right.
And Bethel had 2 coaches standing up, and we're going to stop the game right now and not let that happen.
All right. Looks like Phoebus coming out trying to lock up a little bit man-to-man.
No, they're still playing the zone. But that was not a good entry pass, and I don't blame DeJour on that one.
No, why would you want to give him the ball that high? He's 2 feet above the foul line. He's 17 feet out.
Well, not only that, but get the ball up high.
Look at the rebound in there, Bob.
That's good job that time with the Phantoms. They do a good job of, oh, look at the drive and the follow.
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
You got to love it when you got Nelson that will follow up a shot like that and get the 2 points.
Bethel's going to have to rely a lot more on their guards than they thought. There's a rebound. There's a block. He got blocked.
Well, what he needed to do is go to the basket. He didn't go to the basket. He stayed way outside. And as tall as he is, when he got that rebound, he needed to go to the basket to draw the foul, and he just tried to shoot a little jump shot and kept the ball, didn't get it above his head.
Right.
And that's why he got blocked.
Of course, still, even with his head's a nosebleed for most of us. I mean, it's 6'11".
You got that right.
I like the quickness that Phoebus is moving that ball.
Yeah.
Bethel's coming out with the press, though. Oh, he had it. There it is.
Right, yeah, that's an open jump shot, gives it a 3-point lead.
5-foot open jumper. He'll take those all day, won't he, Bob?
Well, and you're not going to take it to the big guy. Again, Red making a bad pass, 2 bad passes he's made from out there with no pressure on him.
I don't know where he was throwing the ball to.
I don't either.
Oh. That's backcourt. Thank you.
Yeah. There was a little late call there. Bethel is trying to trap, cause.
Oh, that's out of here.
Yeah.
He's tall, but he ain't that tall.
Nobody touched that ball. I mean, nobody.
I don't want to say it was up there real high, but it come down wet. That's all I can tell you.
It came down wet.
That's how high it was.
Oh, my. All right, let's see what happens. Bay Coat's helping bring the ball up. Red is trying to start this offense.
Phoebus is playing that little jump defense. I mean, jumping on the ball, like you say. And if they get a chance, they'll put 2 men on it. Nice
drive that time by Red.
Yes, sir. Whoa. Oh, didn't see I didn't see it.
I didn't see a foul that time.
Called it on 11, I think.
That's on Baycoat. I didn't see the foul. And it wasn't a shooting foul. It's non-shooting.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody say 1-1 on there.
That's not 1 away.
No.
There's no way.
No.
And a little bit, Robert Smith took a little shuffle step.
A little lean into it before he decided to go.
And Cam is bringing the ball up. Yeah, we got a blocking foul that time on
it was on Cuffey.
Raekwon Cuffey.
Just put him at 1-1 now.
You got your big man back down the court, and that's where you want him. Now, people that are not aware of it, but when a foul shot is shot now, you can go as soon as the ball leaves the shooter's hand. You don't have to wait until it hits the rim anymore. The only one that can't go in make the move is the shooter and anybody back at three-point line. You cannot make the move. Bethel called a quick timeout. Tie score with 5:31 to go. Ebb and flow. It just is a tight game. It can go anyway. Right now, Bethel has thrown the ball away a couple times with not any pressure. That's Bruce Hornsby on the left. I know he's down here looking at Raekwon. I'm sorry, George Dickens. Everybody wants to see the 6'11" guy. And I feel like I've got a headache. Got to go boom with it.
What, did you hear something?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Sing it to me, Andy.
Just do the piano part if you can. Let me hear that. All right, this puts Pace back at the line. Then he hits the second one.
So you got both of them. Bruins got the 1-point lead, but they're going full court. They're trapping.
He blocked it.
He got his hand on it, and that's what you want him to do. You don't care if that ball goes out of bounds or wherever. That makes that guy, next time he drives in the basket, in the back of his mind is going to be, is the big guy here?
He's going to be looking for that hand out of the clouds.
Oh, Cam thought he had that ball. Oh, he blew the whistle before the contact was made. I'm not saying it wasn't a foul.
But there was an awful lot of anticipation on that.
Yeah. That's his second foul? Or his first?
First. 44 made the first one, right?
Robert Smith is on the line, tied the game up, got a chance to put the Phantoms up, and does. And the Phantoms are bringing in the substitute, bringing in Jamar Belchis, who started the game. And Fernie Gorham is also in the game, and he's putting pressure right now on Red, playing one of the front places of that 2-3 zone. Big guy, shooting the outside shot.
Yes, sir. He dragged his foot when he tried to spin out.
I did not see that. Pressure caused another turnover. And Coach Daniel wanted to know give me a little idea what you saw that time. I'm not seeing the same thing you're seeing. Oh, now that's what you want to see.
That's it right there.
Follow that shot, get the rebound, and put it right back in, and nobody's going to take that ball away from you. Wow, that was a little out of sorts.
Good Lord.
Whoa.
It looked like a flailing started somewhere around half court. One of those Viking things, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Whoops, back court.
Yeah, that's going to be back court.
You didn't call a foul?
I don't think somebody called. No foul. He must have slipped. And when Bako got the ball, there was a man open underneath the basket, but he never saw him.
It's way right. Good block out.
Ball. And that was Red.
Ned.
Ned, I'm sorry. I keep calling him Red. Ned.
Whatever name you like.
No, I like Ned. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have been calling him Red. That's the guy who plays for Hampton.
Well, another back court. I'll have to say, that's about the third one that the same player has just kind of thrown a little skelter here. He's got to be more aware of where people are.
Justin Motley, 6-foot senior, number 23, is in the Bethel lineup. I'm sorry.
Look at the rebound in there.
Number
That's 23.
That's Nelson.
Let me tell you, he is impressive, young man.
Yeah, he took the ball right away from Dickens.
He's got 6 points, 4 of them on putbacks, Bob.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
Bethel is throwing the ball where the guy that receives the ball has nowhere to go.
He's pinned in the corner. He's got
pinned in the corner, throws it over his head, throws it backcourt.
Dribbles up 3 feet from him and then bounce passes.
But also you have to stop and think, yeah, maybe Phoebus' defense got a lot to do with that.
Good look. Well, I'll tell you what, you watch it on that camera. When that shot went up, you look at how many Phoebus players were at that board.
There were 3 of them.
Thank you.
Going up on the board, and they drew the foul, and it's a 1-and-1, and who's at the line?
24, he's called that on.
Yeah, Baycoat shooting the line. Here's the guy you want on the line. He's the pure shooter. And as soon as I say he's got to get a 1-and-1, you got to get that first one. But watch the technique of this young man when he shoots the ball. Nice.
He rarely touches anything but net, I tell you.
Fluid.
Well, that was his 3rd point for the game last Tuesday night. At this time, he had 16 or something like that. Whoop. You talked him out of it, Bob.
I do that occasionally. It's called the.
Oh.
He lost his balance and had to give it up. And again, defense causes
pressure,
bad passes.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. You make a player do something, you can't make a decision quick enough.
Marcus Lewis, 5'8" senior point guard, comes in. The coach is upset, and I'm sure Coach Daniels said, wait a minute. We know we can make better passes than that.
Well, the irony of this is, after all this time we've been playing with a little under 3 minutes left in the half, both teams at 20 points.
How often have you seen a 5-second call against a guy playing against the zone? It just happened. Jeremy was not ready.
Well, he got himself up in the air.
How many times have you seen a player go up and Justin Motley trying to block that shot? If he had stayed on the ground and just held his position, he would have got run over and would have drawn the charge. You got to be aware of the situation and where your limitations are.
Nice sweet stroke on that.
Yeah.
That's Marshall.
Marshall's got Isaiah. I'm sorry. That's yeah.
Dwayne Marshall.
Dwayne. They say he's 6'2". I tell you, he's one of the shorter guys out there.
Well, I was looking at Bethel. When I walked across the floor and walked through Phoebus, I didn't get to look down much, I can tell you that. They got some good size out there.
And Phoebus is picking them up full court. And nice job that time by Cam Baycoat.
You can't leave that man one-on-one, I'm telling you.
Oh, he called a foul on Baycoat.
Really?
Yes.
That's his 3rd. He's coming out of the game.
I love the way official goes over and talks there, crosses his arms and grabs a hold of his chin like he's thinking about it. But if that's 3 on Bayco, you need to get him out of there with 2:29 to go in the first half. Phoebus is hitting the foul shots. Good job that time.
Well, that's Lewis, I think.
Yeah, number 21, that's Marcus Lewis. And he's a senior.
Well, you talk about free throws.
Well, he's leaving Marcus Cam Baycoat in.
They've been to the line 8 times, Bob, and made 6 of them. Phoebus has.
Yeah, I believe it. 73%.
About 75.
What did I say? 73.
But
Well,
you're much better at it than I am.
good trap that
Yes,
time.
sir.
Great trap.
I mean, he got the ball and held it. He had to move that ball a whole lot quicker than that.
Yeah.
You know, you got to kick that thing out.
That's Jeremiah Uso. Joshua and Jeremiah.
Trying to move too fast.
Not only, but if you're moving fast, you don't have to throw the ball 90 miles an hour. And you got to throw it to the player. You can't put it where you think he's going to be.
That's football.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a forward pass. A nice rebound that time by DeJoy. Put it back up, got fouled, put him at the line. He'll be shooting 2.
I don't know who it was on. I have no idea. But I'll get it caught up at halftime a lot quicker.
But don't stay over a long time.
Well, I won't get into that.
Oh, nice touch on the ball. Just couldn't get the roll. But a nice touch. It's much different shooting a free throw out here than it is in practice.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's why the coaches try to simulate game conditions when you're shooting free throws during practice.
Look at that.
Man, I tell you, Nelson had 2 or 3 chances. Oh, good job that time. Oh, man, went underneath the basket, used the rim to protect himself, and that's 0, and I do not have a 0.
I do not have a 0 on this roster. I'll put him down here at the bottom and give him 2 points and figure out who he is later.
He missed the free throw. Tie game. But this has been close all night long. I tell you, I love the way they rebound. Both teams rebounded on the defensive end of the board. Oh, that was in and out and back in. Justin Motley.
One of the young men we talked about.
All he has to do is get a piece of it, and that's what he did that time. Elijah Nelson went to the basket. And Dickens got a piece of it. Less than half a minute to go.
Kicked the ball, I think.
Yeah. No, he grabbed his arm. They'll put number 0, whoever 0 is, on the line shooting 1 or
21 is foul on 21 for
well, that's
Phoebus.
10 fouls, so that's a double bonus for the Bruins.
Yeah, we're all looking for 0. We see him, we just can't find him on the book.
He's got a different jersey on tonight.
Yeah, I'll find out at halftime. 2 things I need to find out.
Our producer director thinks number 1 fell off.
Could be. What? And 1 through 9 could have fell off. There you go. But I think we're just going to call him Art.
I don't know where we got Andy from. 200. I've never seen a 200.
Maybe it was written above the number, nil. That's it. That's usual. All right. Let's see. He's been to the line. This is his third shot from the line. See if he can make it happen. That was short again. Short.
Is Bethel going to get the last shot? Oh, nice
Yes,
drive. Nice drive by Ned. Into the first half of play, the Bruins got a 5-point lead, 29-24. We're going to take a quick timeout. Be back right after that. Welcome back to Phoebus High School. The halftime score of Bethel Bruins 29-24. Had a lot of fouls, a lot of controversy with some of the calls in the first half. Brent, you got some stats. What do you got?
Well, I'm just saying for Bethel, nobody's in double figures, of course, but we got pretty even distribution of points with Pace leading with 7 points. He's got one of the few trays out there tonight, and he's followed up by Baco with 5, and he's got Owusu with 6 and Motley with 5, so it's pretty much even scoring going around there. And you can see some highlights here in just a second, but for the foul side of it, let me just say this. Going by the official book, Bethel has only committed 7 fouls according to their book over there. 8 fouls.
8 fouls. That's what they got on the book. Yeah.
And Phoebus, on the other hand, is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fouls that they've committed. But going by the points for them, they're spread out pretty good too. Their high scorer has got 6, and that's Nelson. But they've got 2 guys with 5, and then 3 or 4 guys with 3 or 2 or whatever. So nobody, like when we saw in a Hampton game and you had one player scoring 27, 28 points. The defense, in my opinion, has been so tenacious. Pace has been too quick for both teams because of the defense. They're not scoring like they used to score.
Well, and that's what I thought was the key to both teams. The defense played better than the offense of both teams. Bethel threw the ball away a lot of times when I tell you this thing.
I've got a pounding headache. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
But Bethel threw the ball away backcourt 2 or 3 times, out of bounds, away, not 2 people, and then Bethel's defense caused Phoebus to do the same thing.
I want to let y'all know that the girls are here to celebrate us doing this game here tonight, and that's what's brought all the television network on and everything. Here, we're doing stand-up in about 10 minutes the way this is going.
We got some highlights coming up here from, let's watch what happened. This is Bethel driving, and that's a good job that time, making sure he got good control of the ball. And that was Donovan Pace.
It's a great picture.
Oh, Nelson. Whoa.
Great pictures of how high these Phoebus players are getting. Not one, not two. They're just moving really well.
Yeah.
And it's a close game. Yeah, Bethel's got a 5-point victory. They opened that up, in the last 2 minutes?
Yes.
It was pretty much a tie.
Probably in the last minute.
Yeah, it was pretty much a tie game until that last bang, bang, bang.
And you can just see some of they're going to the basket strong, they're being contested, and there's a good job of showing the ball and then keeping the ball. And there you see DeJour Dinkins. Man, he can be a force. He's not been a factor in this game tonight.
Well, he has been a factor in the fact that he's altered a few shots.
Yeah.
I think he's smacked down one down here on this end, but here we go, one more play. It's been a great game for both teams. So much speed, good guard play, but I'm impressed, as Coach Thomas was, with the verticality of Phoebus. They get up in the air, my friend.
There's about 3 or 4 of them can flat get up in the air. And we're talking about a 30 36 vertical leap or higher.
I'm going to make a little star on this chart because I got to use the word verticality today.
I know.
And
I'm impressed.
And it's just Friday, you know what I'm saying? I usually wait till the weekend to use them words when I'm in church or something, but I've already done it. So here it is. Well, we get ready.
You usually talk about the Lord being vertical.
Well, we're going vertical. If He loves you, you're going vertical. That's all I'm telling you. Well, 20 seconds before this third quarter starts. And
possession arrow right now favors the Bruins, so that means they'll have the ball to start the half. Ned is the been the point guard for the Bruins for most of the game. And let's see, I think they're basically going to come back out with the same people that started the game. And I see that the big guy for Phoebus come back out, Mitchell Harrison. He missed a little more, about a quarter and a couple minutes set on the bench. Got 2 quick fouls.
Well, Marcus Lewis, number 21 for Phoebus, has 3 fouls.
Okay. Harrison is the one that got the 2 quick ones, and the coaches pulled him out.
Yeah. All right, Bethel inbounds the ball. And Ned brings it across half court.
And you bounce the ball, but he bounced it at the feet. It's got to bounce up to his hands.
And to get that, he had to be going away from the basket.
Yeah.
Instead of in position to do something with it.
And that was a play that they set up at half court, and we're going to get a foul on DeJour.
Yeah, on Dickey.
Dickens, not Dickey.
I know. He's 44 at the line.
Robert Smith. Boy,
nice touch.
The first game didn't bounce that good for the Bethel girls, did it?
They finally got it loosened up. These big guys hanging on it long enough.
They're calling a double dribble.
But he never had possession of the first time.
I don't understand. That's not a good call. You got to have possession. And he didn't have possession. But
he was fighting for the ball when it was bounced. But that's okay. It's been a relatively clean game. So it's been good. And Bethel's jumping the ball. Oh, what ball handling.
Nice pass that
ball
time.
handling.
Robert Smith.
Lord.
Man, Robert Smith says thank you very much. What a great job that time of breaking the press.
Well, I'm going to tell you what was heads up about that. Was Nelson. Quick.
And that's 2 travels real quick.
On Bethel. But 23, Nelson for Phoebus. He got the ball and put that ball up there. That's heads-up play.
Only where Robert Smith is going to get it and dunk it.
Smart play.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-2-1. Nice drive. And look at the people up there. And quickness. Good.
Bethel, the ball went off of one of the Phantoms. I didn't see who touched it last, but Bethel bringing the ball up. Cam Baycoat has not really got online, but I don't think he'd shot maybe 4 or 5 times.
Well, he's got 5 points for the game, 2 twos and a free throw. Too late for the feed.
Well, and then he didn't feed it he hit the Phoebus guy. And there's Baycoat. He knew that was in there and it didn't go in.
Good rebound.
That was a good, Harrison Mitchell did a good job of not only securing the rebound, but hanging on to it. Good
nice look. These kids
again.
are looking for each other, buddy.
Yes, they are. And that's Nelson. Bethel broke the trap.
Who scored that?
And that was number 1. You ever find out who 0 was? That was Kennard Ricks making the basket. Who's 0? Did you find out?
No.
He should have passed the ball out. Should have passed the ball.
Yep.
He could have very well got the charge.
That was a 4th foul on 21 on Lewis. And that'll put Ned at the line.
I can't tell you what our director says.
Got too much time on his hands in there. We must be doing a good job, Bob. What do you think?
I don't know, but he does have a lot of time on his hands. They made the first and the second.
There's some quickness here in it. What movement?
That's
Oh,
Nelson.
Nelson, I'm telling you what. That is awesome right there.
And Cam went right into traffic and lost the ball. Do you like Robert Smith?
I like Smith, let me tell you what. There's that athleticism Coach Thomas was talking about. Well, they're jumping the ball.
Well, and they're playing a little more aggressive right now because Harrison's in the ball.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that ball, I don't know what the call was.
On 11, I guess is what he said, right?
Well, it may have been an arm bar. But he's calling an intentional foul. It's exactly what he's doing. This crossed arms is intentional. And that's
Cam?
Nelson at the foul line, shooting 2. Got the roll, shooter's roll.
I am more and more impressed with this young man. He's very quiet, doesn't get really rattled or anything. He just plays within himself. I like what he's doing.
And one pretty good football player.
I think he was a leading receiver this year, wasn't
he? See, not only do they get the 2 points, but then they get the ball. It could be a 5-point swing. They go down and hit a 3-pointer.
Well, that put Bethel up. I mean, Phoebus up for the first time tonight, Bob.
Bethel's been aggressive jumping the ball, but they're going to call a foul that time on who was that? That's Isaiah Bell. Reached in and it kind of grabbed his arm, and you can do that. They're gonna blow that whistle. Well, Bell goes out, and
Bethel's trying to pick up the pressure on the guards.
Donovan Pace comes in. I'm sorry, yeah.
Well, Bethel came out on that 2-2-1 half-court press. Oh my!
That's Nelson.
That was a 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice move, yes sir.
Nice drive, Kennard Ricks. But right by the big guy.
Good no call by the officials.
It was a good no call. And right there, boom, you are now back with a tie game.
But
defense.
I like what the official didn't do right there. There was a bump, but it was a breakaway, and it wasn't a real obvious, but it could have been called.
Yep.
And it let the play continue. Smart play by the official. Here we go. Now watch this. See it right there. He could have called it. They've been calling less than that all night, but he could have called it.
If Phoebus might have thought, well, I hope he does call it.
Yeah.
They made him go on the foul line.
Yeah, but I was anticipating it being before the shot, but it was in continuation. Heck, today you continue from the locker room just about.
So, yeah. And some people might not know what you mean by that.
Well, what I mean.
When they get off the bus.
Yeah. All right, that's a free throw. All right, it's a tie ball game again, Bob, after all that.
Oh, but they find the open man. Look at this.
No way. That
Look
is
at
Nelson.
that. Nelson.
Oh, my Lord. Woo. Oh, my Lord. We just seeing something here tonight. Now, that should have been something called.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
He was out of bounds when he touched the ball. It was a little late whistle that time.
He had to get in position, Bob. Official had to get in position.
He needs to hustle then. But they need to be in position.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the pace of this game for
Yeah.
both teams. Phoebus right now appears to be using a few more players. Kick the ball. I don't have to tell you, this third quarter, young Mr. Nelson has taken this game over. Elijah Nelson has taken this game over.
And Mr. Elijah Nelson is 6'4", junior. They say small forward, but he plays pretty big.
Well, he's got 11 points in the third quarter. The first double-figure score tonight. Robert Smith. Oh, a lot of ball.
Yeah, must have got the body, but he had his hand on the ball. That's 3 fouls on Harrison Mitchell.
Yep. What's that number, Bob? Can you see it at the line?
Yeah.
It's 23 or 22.
22. If you look at, you look at the as Andy said, look at the screen.
I'm looking at the screen, but that was the same angle on the screen. It was on the TV. But we're all right. 22. Yeah, nice. That's his first point for the evening. Joshua Owusu. That's Owusu. Both of those brothers on the football team. We had a little trouble with that for first game we did with him.
We got a whistle underneath, and that could be a big play. The basket's good. The foul is on 10, I think he said, or number 1. Yeah, number 1, I think, is who it was on, Kennard Ricks.
I'm going to go with you.
So not only get the basket, they now get the ball out of bounds, under their basket. He's bringing Nelson out and give him a quick breather. I'm going to tell you, he's been the whole offense the second half for the Bruins. I'm sorry, for the Phantoms. And foul on Kennard Ricks again, number 1. And that's 5 fouls already called against the Bruins.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that this would be a good time for a timeout. Things got a little helter-skelter here the last 40, 50 seconds for Bethel. They need to. He's getting it back together, though, with this long pause here.
Oh, nice rebound.
Nice floater, just didn't quite get it there.
Yep, he got hit, and that may be the reason he didn't get it. That's Cameron Baycoat.
And it was fouls on 22, if I got it right. And Baycoat going to the line for 2.
This is anybody's game.
Yes, sir.
Been a great game both games we've done tonight. Been good.
Well, let me just say, this is what Phoebus went through the other night with Kickingham. Ended up a tight game like this all night long. We're going to have some competitive games here this year, my friend, in the city of Hampton.
I tell you, the 4 Hampton schools basketball programs have really jumped to the forefront. And I'm not only talking about the boys, I'm also talking about the girls.
Absolutely. Bethel's girls got a strong team. Smart play by the Phoebus Phantoms. Oh, tried to stuff it.
They're going to call a charge, and that's probably a pretty good charge. That was on Ned.
Yep. And he didn't look up. He had a man break all the way down the left side, and he had his head down dribbling the ball.
Yeah.
was the buzzer about?
I don't know.
Nice.
Wow, what a steal.
He called a timeout.
Wow. He didn't have the ball.
He didn't have the ball. He can't do that.
You can. He called a timeout there, and Bethel had the ball. You can't do that. And I guess he's going to call a full timeout for the Phantoms. But who gets the ball?
He can't give it back.
No, that's almost like an inadvertent whistle.
Yeah.
He heard it.
Well, technically, and you tell me, you're the expert, wouldn't it have to go back to Phoebus because they gave him a timeout?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to look at it. Let's take a look at it. All right. He starts out with the ball. You can't see the timeout.
Right there now, they get the ball and he blows the whistle. And Bethel was driving to the basket with the ball and he give them a timeout. I don't understand that.
Well, the trail official didn't see the exchange down here. I guess he was listening or looking at Coach Daniel call the timeout.
You can't do that, though. You got to know who's got possession of the ball.
Yeah, well, Bethel just lost 2 points.
Yep, they did that. I called double dribble, and that was because of the presence of DeJour Dickens there. He was there, and the guy didn't know what to do with the ball. So he double dribbled it.
It's one of those times when you go up and you keep going up and you keep going up. Nice block from behind. Stepped on the line.
Yep.
Good try, though.
Yes, it was, and that's hustle. That's defensive hustle.
He's got to back 33 up now a little bit. He's got to give the man room. Baycoat, there it is.
There's the three. That's a shooter. And they do a good job. Phoebus does a good job breaking the press by getting the ball into the big guy, Harrison Barnes. Whoa, we got an offensive charge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Harrison Mitchell, not Harrison Barnes.
That was our man, Mr. Man, that got that charge. It's only his first foul. Okay, bringing Nelson back in. Nelson got a little bit extra rest after that. But he's been quite a show in the third quarter.
He has been. Lonnie Mann goes back, sits down, and gives Nelson a break. He said the foul was called before he went up. And I'm not sure who the foul was on.
Called it on one.
Oh, that's Ricks.
That's 3 fouls in the third quarter for Mr. Ricks. Well, he's going to get his name in the scorebook, that's for sure. And going into 1-1, this is big. Finally, we have a director that's he's finally found a mission.
Shooting 2. No, he's shooting 1-1. But I tell you, everything is contested. Every pass, every dribble, every shot, every rebound. Love it.
I think we've seen a little bit more personnel exchange on the Phoebus end
of
the court. A lot more players. But I'm impressed with they got good size on this Phoebus team. We're talking about 6'11" Dickens, but and Bethel's got a lot of 6'3" guys. But I'm gonna tell you what, you look across here, 6'4", 6'4", 6'9", and they leap, Bob.
And they can leap.
Yep, well, he did. Got the ball and then took an extra step.
He kind of slid a little bit.
Yep. Little careless things they're going to have to work on. And that's out in the yard ball.
Yeah.
You get to do that out there.
Hey, they don't call that out in the yard.
Oh, that was a nice play.
Yes, it was.
Oh, that was an undercut right there. It should have been called.
They let them play a little bit here. Offensive foul. I tell you, this using that arm to keep the defensive man off has been called a lot tonight, and there's not a thing wrong with that.
Now, if that's what they're going to enforce, and as long as you keep it consistent, that's all any coach can ask. Just be consistent.
And you've not seen a coach yet said slow it down.
No.
Ned's got the ball, gets it to the big guy. What a nice block. I didn't see who got it. And Nelson and Mitchell both went up to tap that ball.
What happened there?
They called a foul on 25 for the Phantoms, who is Breon Cuffey, and that's going to put a 1-and-1 because he called it before the shot attempt, so that puts Cam Newton. Why do I keep doing that? Cameron Baycoat. I think I'm playing, doing pro football or something.
Well, there's not many people out there named Cam, and he's been a little bit. Thanks, Andy. I really do appreciate that. Well, it's 1-and-1, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got the shooter bounce.
Now, see, that should be 1.5. Went down once, came back up. All right. We're taking 55 Mitchell out. He's got 3 fouls. Going to give him a little rest.
And
extra rest going into this fourth quarter. Let's see if Phoebus does that.
Dickens is out too.
Yeah, got a little rest for that fourth quarter.
Well, you got just over 51 seconds to go in this quarter, so give him a little break. Good offensive foul. He passed the ball and kept right on running and run right over the defense. And you can't do that.
No.
You're not allowed to do that.
There ain't no free passes here, brother. Everybody don't get out of the way.
This is not football. You cannot block the guy after you give up the ball.
Well, Bethel with a 2-point lead. It don't look like they're going to take the last shot. And he got an open shot and put it up too hard, Bob.
Yeah, the referee couldn't decide who got the ball, and Nelson points down this way, and he says, okay.
Okay. That's a big guy. Yeah.
And took a nice steal, and then threw the ball away. That happens so many times.
And
33 did a great job, and we're talking Lonnie Mann, not only shot, got the rebound, and put it back up himself. And I love the way the Bruins are playing. Jeremiah Owusu pulled that ball way out so that the only way that guy was going to block it was to foul him, and he fouled him, and it puts him on the foul line. Next foul against Phoebus will put them into a double bonus.
Well, they need to
Missed the first shot.
Yep. It's going to be.
It's going to go down to the wire.
Here we are, just where we started, Bob.
Yeah, tie game.
3.8 seconds left in the third quarter. So at this point, give you the lead going in, son. Nope. They moved that well. Well, right where we started, Bob. Even Steven.
I want to, real quick, just talk about our crew. Randy Bagoli, Susan Bowers, Wube Gabre, and Steve Fryer. The camera people just been outstanding. Camera control operator, Renee Camden. audio and chief engineer Greg Lesko. Instant replay, Krista Campbell. And Danny Foley, director and executive producer. Brent Musgrove, and I'm Bob Hentz. What do you got for us?
Well, just to give you a little quick heads up behind this throbbing headache that I had. Elijah Nelson had 6 points in the first half, three buckets. In the third quarter, he put up 13 points.
Wow.
In the third quarter. Now, just to go to the other side, Mr. Bako had 5 points at the end of the first half, and he put up 9 in the third quarter. So you can see who's leading, but let me just give you this. Bethel was 8 of 10 in the third quarter from the free throw line. Phoebus started off with an intentional foul and got 2 from Mr. Nelson. And after that, they've only made one other free throw. They were only 1 of 2 in the third quarter. So Bethel's hanging in at the line, taking it to the big guys and getting on the line. And Phoebus right now is just overpowering on the buckets.
On the backboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another pass out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's a great job the Bethel did. Trapped him right at half court.
And the more experienced player will start up, see that back out.
Back out. He stopped his dribble.
Well, coach will be angry about that.
Great steal by Nelson. Went down and missed the dunk because he knew that was going to bring this crowd going nuts.
Would have brought the house down if he'd have made it. Yep. But he had too much speed going that way to go up. I don't know who that foul was on. 22 at the line.
Corey Jackson.
Missed the first one.
Bryce Scott sits down for the Bruins.
What a game, folks. What a game. I'm looking forward to this all year. Whether I'm working or not, Bob, I'm looking forward to this all year.
He missed both of the free throws, so that was 2 points he should have had on the dunk.
Took it right away from him.
Yeah.
Took it right away from him. Oh, somebody's got to call something there, guys.
There's an awful lot of contact and nothing being called.
I mean, I don't know what happened there.
And they got I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but end up with a jump ball. But you're right.
All the stuff you've been calling.
But Nelson, I mean, he skies.
Boom.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Man. When that left his hand, Jamar Belches, that you could tell that was it.
Oh. Got a little rattle there.
Yeah. Again, these players are throwing the ball where they think the player's going to be.
Well, it looks like a player's breaking to a spot and they're
and then
drawing up. Oh, my.
What an athletic play by Corey Jackson. Woo! Man.
Well, you're seeing just about every kind of display of control and dexterity you can see on the basketball court, brother. I'm telling you what.
And these guys are skywalkers.
Oh, come on. Come on. 3 shots at it. Jump ball.
And the possession arrow favors the Phantoms.
But that was 3 close possessions that just could not make happen.
And
Look
we're
at that.
talking about the Bruins, and that, you're right.
You can't, and we talked about this the other night. It's early in the season. You can see it in the legs sometimes.
Yeah.
Just
Bethel did,
smart
Bethel
play.
did a great job of defense, and Phoebus just brought it back out, set up their offense.
Good Lord, tackling. Throw him down if you don't like it.
I think the foul is going to be on 22, and it is Corey Jackson. Wow.
Yeah, throw it down if you don't like it.
That was a nice tackle.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's going to put
20. That's going to put.
yeah,
it's going to put Owusu.
Gorham.
Owusu. Yep.
I'm sorry, I got the wrong roster here. You're right. Jeremiah.
All right.
That's stops a drought there for the Bruins.
Yeah. Devils. We're getting misinformation here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
you talk about the Bruins and somebody thinks it's somebody else.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Mr. Nelson just went up and got that rebound.
Yep.
He gets him with authority. Oh.
Wow.
Smart play.
I tell you, there's hands all over the place.
Oh, that would have been big.
What a nice rebound that time by Dinkins, and he wanted to go back up with it, but he got it on the way down.
Well, but he got pushed halfway out of bounds, too.
Well, they're going to make him shoot that foul shot.
Yes, sir. Yeah, somebody opened the door out here, didn't he, Bob?
Robert Smith back into the game, replaces Harrison Mitchell.
Well, while we're here in the fourth quarter, of course, Tidewater Team Sports sponsors our T-shirts for our players of the games here that we've been doing for years.
And I tell you, it's going to be hard to come up and play the game tonight.
We just got to donate one to the team, I think. I don't know. Nice, sweet stroke.
That was a good stroke.
You can tell he's been working on that. But anyway, Terry McNamara and Dave Chubb, 5960411 for all your needs as far as jerseys, embroidery, anything to do with sports and athletics. These people can take care of you for you. Please give them a call.
Printing is the big thing.
Yep, they can take care of it for you.
Got them both.
Well, that gives Dickens 6 points for the night. He's not bashful to shoot, I can tell you that. Nice rebound.
It was. Great rebound.
You guys are going to have to start taking some. Oh, man.
They have missed a lot of inside shots, but the defense sometimes will cause that because of just having a hand in the place.
I wish we could see that foul call right there because it appeared from here that the official bailed the Phoebus player out. They had a great double team on him, and Phoebus had all gone down court and left the ball. And all of a sudden, a little touch foul there. I don't know who it was on at this stage of the game. Puts them in bonus.
There's something going on. Coach Daniels over there talking to, that's the principal, Mr. Beverly. Always good to see you, Mr. Beverly.
All right.
Marcus Lewis at the foul line makes the first. Gives the Phantoms back up to a 3-point lead. A lot of time to go, and there's been some ebb and flow.
I'm telling you, it's been
somebody get about a 3 or 4 point lead, and boom, the other team's the lead. And then all of a sudden, they get.
That's a sign of two good teams.
Yes, it does. Defense and hustle and rebounds, and you see it all here tonight.
Yep, a little touch foul.
Little bump there. Marcus Lewis going after the ball, puts Cameron Baycoat
on the line. And he will be shooting 2, I believe. No, he's still shooting 1-on-1.
1-on-1. No, it's 10. No, double bonus.
Yeah.
You're right, shooting 2.
Well, if this goes down to a free throw contest.
We got 5 fouls on Marcus Lewis. He's coming out of the game, and that brings in Anthony Gorham, 6'2" junior.
Anthony, yeah.
Bayco gets the first.
You don't want to get in a free throw shooting contest with Mr. Bayco, I'll tell you.
Not unless you can shoot as good as he can.
1 point game.
Good job of breaking the press. And a good block.
I have to tell you, did you see Dickens just laying back wait for that?
Yep.
He just came over and said, okay, you bring it on in here. I got something for you. Nice move by Ned. Nice
Ned did
move.
a great job.
And Bethel has taken the lead. And Mr. Dickens has taken the boards.
He's kind of asserted himself here.
Yeah. Just got to take that extra move.
Yep. He called an offensive charge. And I think that was on
number 10.
Was it on 10?
It was on pace, yeah.
Okay. We got a timeout. And I didn't see who called the timeout, but
he's supposed to tell us.
Yeah. He's doing a lot of hand signaling, but he hadn't pointed to who's got the.
I often wondered, it's almost like football, official. Do we need to put a mic on the lead official out here? Because we got so many hand signals and stuff going on. Call home, get pizza with pepperoni. I mean, there's so many signals go on.
Oh my!
Well, I've been following basketball a long time, and some of these things, I guess it's just senility. That's another big word. I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
I'm impressed. What did you do? Study the dictionary today when you were at home?
I had some Italian food for dinner. I just got given another one. But I got to look it up.
Figure out where you can use it.
Yeah. I think that's an animal's name, I think.
There's a good shot right there.
Oh,
the two principals.
Yes, sir.
That's Mr. Saunders and Mr. Beverly. And, of course, I call him Jerry, and he goes by Ralph, but this was his court. This is where he played basketball. He played at Phoebus, and Beverly played football at Bethel, and they're at the opposite schools now.
He walked. He dragged that foot. Got that little slide step.
It looks cute.
Yeah, it's nice.
But they'll blow the whistle on you most of the time.
They won't give it to you in high school. They'll give it to you on the sand lot, but they won't give it to you out here.
Bethel's trying to run the offense a little bit here.
1 point lead, and they're nice block, and nice foul.
Good follow up that time.
By 24.
Oh, wow. That was Jeremy Owusu. The timeout. And listen, again, look at who's leading now. I mean, they were just
back and forth.
All right, now we're going to make 3 or 4 points. You get to make 3 or 4 points. We're going to keep this game close.
How many times have we talked about the last run? Who gets that last run? You got 3 minutes and 43 seconds in the game. It's bounced back and forth at least 8 times, and the lead changes.
Yeah.
And now Bethel has jumped up to a 3-point lead where they were down 4 a minute and 10 seconds ago.
Well, you know what I'm impressed by both of these teams? They do not assume that the ball is going into the basket. No. They're going up the rebound. They're there. If it goes in, they don't touch it.
Well, that Fowler shot right there by 24, that's what Coach was talking about over there to Phoebus. You got to block out. Get a body on people.
And
get the ball.
If you don't block out, and you can see what happened with Jeremiah Nelson. He's got a lot of points tonight from nobody blocking out.
Trying to do too much. Timeout.
And they're going to.
What I
Bethel's going to call the timeout. You coach, and coach is mad because you had the ball down there. You didn't shoot it. You took 3 dribbles and stopped your dribble and got double teamed.
Got double teamed.
Why'd you stop your dribble?
You got to get the ball out of the corner, and then don't stop yourself until and hang yourself up. But he got the timeout, felt it coming. This is big right here, folks. Both teams in double bonus. It's all coming down to man-to-man right now.
Yep.
Mano a mano. I never got – I'm telling you what, bro.
And
I ain't even brought my book in with the big words. This is awesome.
And you did that all while
And
matriculating over here.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Now you explained it to me. I get to use that Sunday in church. Now, all my friends matriculated to the church. I'm going to work on it. I got it.
You're working on it.
Yes, sir. All right.
This has been awesome.
Oh,
awesome.
What a great game. I hate to see anybody lose. I have to be honest with you. I'm a Hampton sports fan anyway, so I mean,
it doesn't make any difference what school. We're pulling for all of them.
That's right. There it is.
Oh,
and he hung on the rim.
Oh, no, that's kind of a cheap thing. This, I hate that.
Yep. But he did. He pulled up. He pulled himself up.
It was a great feed, but I just, and that's a personal foul.
Yeah. That's his 4th.
In the heat of the game, you let something like that go.
Yep.
That had nothing to do with the game.
He's one of their better shooters, too. That hurts. Got to have them all now. Got to have them all.
Yeah. Jamar is one of his better shooters, senior point guard. Got that
There you
one.
go. Smooth as silk.
And now they get the ball.
Now they get the ball. So this could be a 4-point play anyway.
They were going to get the ball anyway.
Right.
You gotta love Dinkins coming over and making those blocks. That's about 3 blocks he's had here in the last few minutes.
No, there he was, wide open in the middle. I'm gonna tell you what. Did you see? You couldn't see Dinkins over there, could you?
Yes, I could.
See, jumping up and down, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
And you're not looking for me.
Just throw that ball up next to the rim. He's his.
The 2-shot foul. Every time they go to the foul line, Donovan Pace.
Yeah, we finally got that shirt fixed. Did he make that?
Yes, he made it.
Our director's been worried about that number 0 all night long.
All night long. And got them both. 2 big shots. Give them a 6-point lead.
Well, and let me just say this. In this 4th quarter, Bethel is 7 for 8 from the free throw line. And Phoebus is 2 for 5 from the free throw line.
Well, in the first half, Phoebus was in the foul shots, right?
Well, they didn't have a whole lot of them. Remember, they were they were 5 of 6 or something like that. Yeah, 5 of 6 in the first half. But what we talked about it, Bethel is taking the ball to the hole. They're drawing the foul.
Okay, one thing that you talked about earlier, and we talked about it in the game we did the other night, you get towards the end of the game, your legs start going. And that affects your foul shots. Remember you talked about that.
Yeah, and you're tired. I mean, and I'll tell you what, the way these Phoebus guys jump, I'm tired watching them. Good Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't get a chance to do anything else, you got to come out and watch some of these teams play. Right now in this Peninsula District, I've seen 3 teams play, Bethel twice and Phoebus and Hampton. You've got some tremendous talent in this district. And I know Kickatan's got some great players too. So you just got to get out. If you love high school sports, you got to come out and watch some of this. LSC, your local sports channel, Channel 48.
Yeah,
watch it on TV.
If you can't get there, you watch it on our channel.
Right.
You'll get it. Channel 48 in Cox or 23 on.
Just took it right away from him. That's big. Oh.
And that is big right there. Not only did you steal the ball, you got a basket, and you go into the foul line. What a great job that time by Jeremiah Usu.
That's 5
and these
fouls.
are just sophomores. 6'3". Is that 5?
That's 5 fouls. Yep.
And that's Corey Jackson. That's 2 people that fouled out for the Phantoms, and that brings in Dwayne Marshall, 6'2" senior. Missed the free throw, but he did get the basket.
Oh my, number 4.
Took it right out of his hands.
Yes, sir. Great follow.
But I thought there was a timeout. Why didn't they stop the clock?
He's called a timeout
now.
now.
He's calling a timeout.
Well, Bob, Coach Daniels went through this 3 nights ago.
Yes, he did against Kickingham High School.
He lost by 1 point. He out-rebounded, according to Coach Thomas now. We're not making this up. Coach Thomas from Kickingham won the game by 1 point and said that this team from Phoebus out-rebounded him by 12 rebounds, I think is what he said. And he said they're just so athletic. Well, you've seen this here tonight. But let's talk about the free throws. They are not getting to the line, and when they do, they're not quite as effective right now. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been to the line 4, 5, 6, 7 times and made 2.
Oh. And they were 5 or 6 the first half.
Yeah. And we talked about it. Probably
again,
legs, tired.
The legs. Yep. Your legs go, and you're not shooting, you're not going through, you're not pushing up with your leg. It makes a big difference.
Well, they usually talk about a third way into the season, you really found your basketball legs, even if you played football or whatever you've done.
Well, Phoebus is picking up full court.
They've got to. It's 2 minutes and a half to go. They've got to put pressure on here. He walked. No, he didn't. What happened?
They held. Oh, he grabbed defensive player, and I was number 12.
Yeah, he grabbed him.
Jamar grabbed Bernard. No,
Cam
Baycoat.
Yeah.
Baycoat.
That is not the guy you wanted to grab.
No, that's not who you want to put on the foul line. Normally, he's shooting 2.
Just a suggestion. You might want to rethink that. Man's got to be one of the highest percentage free throw shooters in the district. Was last year.
Yeah.
I mean, all you got to do is look at his family history. I bet you they practice. What do you think, Coach?
I think might have.
He ain't touched the rim yet. And just to give you an idea, he's not infallible. He's 9 for 10 tonight from the free throw line. He was a 44 coming
good
back.
Good job for Robert
Nice.
Smith.
Did you see how he rose up there, Bob?
Yeah.
Smart play. Bring it. Get it out of that corner. Get it out of that corner.
That was a good idea, but the defense was looking for
They were
it.
ready for it. I don't know.
Go white ball.
Okay.
The Bethel guy got knocked out of bounds, and the ball belongs to Phoebus.
Well, we got a 6-point game. Minute and 56 to go. We've seen this disappear.
Yeah, it can go quick.
And you can bet Phoebus is not going to quit. You got to get it in. Oh, we can go get it. Smart play. He can go get it.
Yep. And Lonnie Mann way outside.
Oh, and a tray.
Cut the lead in half.
Yes, sir. He just made up his mind. Nope. There he is. What am I talking about? Whoa, my. Whoa, me. And if I'm correct, that's his 5th foul, Dickens.
No, it must not be. It's only 4.
Well, he got that technical.
And that's a technical.
It's a personal foul.
They usually call that a personal foul.
I think she's showing 5. But the other guy's saying no. All right.
Now, big free throws now. That's when you need to make them. Good job that time by Jamar Belchis. Nice follow through, good touch on the ball.
Come down to a 1-point game. How quick was that, Bob?
It is 5 fouls.
I thought so.
And I go back to him hanging on the rim.
Yeah.
That's a cheap call. And I told the official I wasn't going to get on him, and I'm not getting on the official. I just think that was a cheap call.
Didn't affect anything.
No, had nothing to do with the game.
Well, here we get to within 1 point, and this is happening in 20 seconds, Bob.
Yeah. And Phoebus calls another timeout.
Now you just said that. Phoebus calls another timeout. Phoebus has called all the timeouts but 2. I mean, my point, I guess Phoebus just beat Breon to the call, because at some point it's now a 1-point game. You got to get hold of your guys and say, hey, you let him back in, now you got to take over again. And the big boy's gone. You got to play without him now.
Well, and what you got to do is make smart decisions. Don't be shooting when you got people hanging all over you.
Take it to the hole, see if you can't draw the foul.
Take it to the hole, try to get the basket and draw the foul. Absolutely. But Phoebus is going to come out, and what they're going to do is they're going to double team, they're going to trap. They're not going to let you feel comfortable.
Well, right now, athletically, I'm not picking on anybody, but looking on that floor, Phoebus has definitely got some really keen players.
And I don't know if the guy knows to bring the ball in bounds, but he can move.
Yep. Smart play by Baycoat.
Yes.
He kind of cut the guy off, and the guy was looking up to catch him, and he ran into him.
Raekwon Cuffey is called with that foul, and that was because Cameron Baycoat's smart enough to know if I go over there and he runs into me, they're going to call a foul, or they should.
Yep. Well, as I meant to tell you a little while ago, Cameron is now 10 of 11 in the second half from the free throw line. 9 of 10. He had 1 of 2 in the first. Now, we gave Mr. Baycoat the player of the game in the Hampton game.
Phoebus
called the timeout.
Bethel's
called the timeout. 3-point lead, Bob, with 1:31 to go. Both teams in double bonus. Phoebus will have the ball when they come inbound. Phoebus has what I consider an advantage height-wise right now. And whether they try to drive it to the hole or whether they try to use that height advantage, it was up to for us to see.
Third quarter, Elijah Nelson was dominant. I have not heard his name or much in the fourth quarter.
Mr. Nelson has not scored in the fourth quarter.
And he's not been a factor on rebounds or anything that I can remember.
6 in the first half, 13 in the third quarter. And with 1:31, he has not scored in the fourth quarter. And like you say, I don't remember him getting the ball too much. But now's the time. The big man for Bethel's out.
Right.
Just something to really think about. I've got to look at Phoebus. Their big man, 55. I've only got him for 3 fouls. So, I mean, I would think at this point, throw it up in the air. There's nobody to go up there and get it.
Yeah.
But, of course, another person you want to think about for Phoebus is number 44, Robert Smith, who we talked about before the game.
And Lonnie
Man, they've all been impressive.
Yeah.
Boy, he got the shot off.
Yep, and that was Nelson. But took the ball down and passed.
Right, and 44, Smith got the shot, but he was moving so fast under the board. Not quite in control. That's just my guesstimate. Good, smart play. Now, you don't need this. That's it. Well, they're shading Baycoat anywhere he goes.
They played him a box and one.
Come on out. What are you doing? He can dribble. He can dribble. That's a 2. That's a 2. He called it right.
Yeah, it's a 2. Baycoat took it down, took it to the basket, drew the foul, but you're right, the guy was under the basket. He had a dribble.
Yep.
I'm talking about
on the last play,
yeah.
last series when he threw the ball away. He had a dribble. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to turn our director on sometime. We hear.
We got to think about players of the game.
He hit the first one. Well, we can't go there tonight.
No.
But you might want to think about down here.
Yeah.
We'll look.
I'm going with you.
Okay. And it's over here on this side. Right now, I'm either here or here. I'll give you a head count on that in just a second. Okay?
Yeah. Baycoat made both of them, put them a 3-point lead with 44.7 seconds to go. Now, if you're Phoebus, you're going to want to get the ball up, get a good shot. If you don't have a good shot, working around, you got plenty of time. They don't have that many three-point shooters that are consistent with the Phoebus program right now. Not like Bethel, where you got a Baycoat who is a pure shooter.
13 here, 19.
I kind of like him, and I tell you why, because he's more consistent.
That's a difference.
Yeah. Well, you make the call.
No,
I'll go either way. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, nice rebound.
Yes, it was.
That's a big rebound.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. That's why Baycoat kept the ball.
Right. He wanted to get the foul because he's going to shoot 2. Right now, it's a one-possession game.
That's 13, 19. I'm going to go here.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
And this is a second here.
Yeah, let's do that.
You sure?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I am. And we'll explain why.
We got a lot of people that could be player of the game. Right now, that made it still a one-possession game because it's a 3-point lead, and he missed the first.
He made the first, didn't he? Yeah, he made them both.
Oh, he made them both. I thought it was a 3-point lead. It must have been only a 2-point lead. Now it's a 2-point lead, and now you got a timeout with 13.1 seconds. Right now, player of the game for the Phoebus Phantom, we're going with Elijah Nelson.
Yes,
correct?
Sir.
All right, how about Bethel?
Well, let me just say this. Mr. Baycoat has taken over this game like he did the other night, but we gave him player of the game the other night. So we're going to follow it up tonight right now with Jeremiah Owusu. I have him down for 11 points. And he's been consistent in all 4 quarters. Yeah. He's put points up in all 4 quarters and hit the boards well and kicked out. Made a few mistakes, but I like what he did.
I think you're making two good choices tonight.
I just got to tell you this. Right now, Mr. Baycoat in the 4th quarter is 10 for 10 from the free throw line.
Wow.
And in the second half, he's 14 of 14 with 1 deuce and 1 tray. That's in the second half.
If you're bringing the ball in underneath the basket and you want to get it to somebody that you know Phoebus is going to foul you, who you want to get the ball to?
You got to give it to your number 1 man at the line.
But if you're Phoebus, you're going to try to deny him the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you
Try
got-
to foul somebody else, somebody that cannot shoot as well as
right
he
now,
can.
I'm Phoebus. I put 2 guys on Bayco.
Absolutely.
One just to keep him from the ball, and the other one just to stay behind him in case he has a chance at it. Oh. It's going to be Coop. He's not going to give him the bucket.
No,
He hit the backboard.
I know it. When you hit the backboard, that's interference.
Yep. Well, once Bethel broke that press,
And that's Jeremiah is the one going to the foul line, and he's the one that's our player of the game.
well, let's see if it, oh, man.
And in and out. We still got a one-possession game. In fact, a three-pointer, if he doesn't make this,
That's
could
right.
win it for Phoebus.
This is big here, folks. There you go. They can't lose it unless it's... Oh! There it is!
At the buzzer! At the buzzer! At the buzzer! Wow. You would think that they won the game and that they just tied it. But what a great shot. Under pressure. Did you see who it was?
12. Yes, it was. Number 12. Jamar Belches.
Wow.
Right.
And they mugged him, and I'm talking about his own team.
Let me just give you this. Yes, sir. Let us take a good look at the replay of this, ladies and gentlemen. It don't get no better than this. Sidestepping, nothing but cotton. Watch this. Boom. Oh,
And
that's pretty.
I wish we had the clock superimposed.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
But
But
it went through, and then it was double zeros.
I'm going to tell you, I don't know how this plays out, but right now, number 12, Jamar Belches, if I'm saying that right, the gentleman that just hit that cap tray, that three-pointer that tied this game up, scored 11 points in the fourth quarter. Did not have a point until the fourth quarter. So we might have to have a player of the quarter. Now, where Bethel was at a disadvantage is their big man is gone.
Yeah.
Bethel's got to play this with a guard offense. Let's be honest about it.
Yep, they do that. They don't have anybody over 6'3".
Mitchell, 44, went up there and smacked that into next week. That was Smith. So there was Nelson that flashed across there. And this week with a 2.
Wow. What a game. What
Yes,
a
sir.
game. And you cannot fault Bethel. They did what they had to do.
There it is.
And that net,
That's Ned right there. Yes, sir. Oh.
wow. I'm not too sure there wasn't a foul somewhere. Oh,
Mr.
Ned
Ned is
again.
he's taking over.
He's taken over. 4 straight points. Nice job. Lonnie Mann taking it to the basket.
Yes, sir.
Gets the 2 points and gets fouled. Got a chance to make a three-pointer. The old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, so far he's got all the points in the overtime for Phoebus. But he hits that.
And
Mr. Mann has taken over for Phoebus. Scored 5 points in the overtime.
And Mr. Ned has scored all 4 points for the Bruins.
Correct. That's correct. Called the Dead Man Show. That's what it is.
Wow.
Wow. Well, Bob's first overtime game you've worked in a long time, isn't it?
Yeah. I tell you.
Well, the reason I'm asking, your alarm clock went off, and I think it's bedtime. Kind of surprised me, but
this has been a game that all game long it could have been either team. Nobody, I don't think, had any more than maybe 4 or 5 point lead.
You called it when Owusu missed the front end of those 2 shots. Well, now they can still tie it, and you know, I don't know if you have some magic genie or something, but I mean, number 12 went down. I'm telling you what, he drained that, and I wish we'll get to see it again, I'm sure, but the maneuver he made, he had a man, got his man up in the air,
right,
and still had his dribble to come back to the right one step and take his shot.
Well,
right.
They knew he was going to shoot the 3,
yeah,
and so they assumed it was going to be on the first move. He did not do it on the first move.
It was a beautiful move, I'm telling you. Now they got 25 covering Cam. I hope he doesn't lose his cool now. He just got to come off the block. Now, they better play Ned because he's the one that scored all the points.
Yeah.
Get it out of there. There's Owusu.
Right there. Right there. Player of the
sir.
game so far for the Bruins.
Oh, goes over the
slip. That's a slip that, you know,
once in 100.
You just don't know when that's going to happen, and that's a shame because had a great idea.
Well, 2 minutes left to go in this overtime. It's a 1-point game. Bethel has the ball. Oh, man. Oh, he almost got a foul there.
The low man got the rebound. Net.
Timeout. Well, Mr. Baycoat was on a mission going down the court with that ball.
And I can't believe that there was nothing called that time.
Oh, me either. Well, I don't know how the official can say anything. He did it for Coach Daniels called it timeout. So.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we've got here is the officials have decided in this overtime they're not going to be the ones to decide this game. And I've seen that happen before.
And we like it when that happens.
Oh, yeah, let them play. And don't let anybody get an advantage. You know?
Hey, good shot of Wube up there. He's kind of dancing a little, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's the most movement I've seen out of him in about 2 years. If he blinks more than twice, something's wrong. What a game.
It's been something else.
LSC, your local sports channel, folks, bringing you games like this. You've got to love what we're doing here.
Well, 48 Campbell and Cox and 23 on Verizon. Check us out. Man, you'll love us.
I may have to go an extra shirt or something on this thing tonight, Bob. I haven't gotten them in yet, but I'm telling you what, it's such a good game. You want to reward everybody. And the coaches are working so hard. I know these coaches worked together for 20 years. Coach Daniels.
Well, he was over there with Bethel High School when Allen Iverson won the state championship.
Right. But Breon and Daniels, Daniels will tell you that Breon was his protege. I mean, his role model.
They call a foul on number 4. Foul call with no time.
Smart play.
Dwayne Marshall. got the foul, and it puts Owusu on the line.
Well, he's done his job so far. It's going to be 2 of them. That's 2-point game. Coach Daniels going to play a little switching here because 33's got foul problems.
Yeah.
And that'd be in Dick. No, I'm looking for one. There you go.
Made them both.
Made them both.
3-point game for the Bruins.
Nice.
Good
Weak side
job that
rebound.
time by Robert Smith.
Weak side rebounding. Oh, can't believe it.
And you see the intelligence of Elijah Nelson. He had the ball, was falling out of bounds, and called timeout.
A lot of Division I players here, my friend.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
This has been.
But I think they might have backed off a little bit on that last no call.
Yeah.
I don't see him. Yeah, we brought Allen's jersey out, but we didn't bring Allen out. My, oh my. I've given up counting the number of fouls that have been called tonight, but I can tell you this. The Bethel, well, you get more in overtime, get more timeouts and one more. So it's unbelievable in the fourth quarter. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 free throws made by Bethel in the fourth quarter. Now here in overtime, Owusu has 4 points, 1 bucket, and 2 field goals. And I think that's it for Bethel in the fourth quarter so far. And for Phoebus, they've got 5 points, 7 points. That can't be, yeah, that's about right. Oh! I got to see that on film. That looked like a mighty good block to me, Bob.
Well, he's calling push, and I guess he's saying he got him with the body because he definitely got all ball on the when he hit with his hand. He hit the ball.
Oh my!
It puts Nelson at the line, shooting 2.
Oh. They'll get a chance to tie it up and we get to start all over again. Watch this.
Yeah, got him with the body. Good call. Good rebound. You got a rebound. All right, now we got a tie game.
Get to do it all over again. Well, I like the way Phoebus is hustling.
Yeah. Put pressure on the ball. Owusu taking it to the basket. Draw the foul.
Well, he's trying to say that he put his hand straight up, but not quite.
And that's 5 fouls?
Yep. I think they were trying to protect him.
Who's at 5 on Lonnie?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Lonnie man foul. That's the third Phantom that's fouled out of bounds, out of the game, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And then we have
They lost
one
Lewis, Jackson, and now Mann.
And I'm not too sure that guy running across, he didn't catch it in his eye.
Corner of his eye, yeah.
And that might have made an effect.
Let's see if he does it again. One-point game again, Bob. Phoebus backed off a little bit this time.
Yeah. I'm not sure that there was a little travel before the pass was made to Nelson. Nelson was strong to the basket. He was 1 or 2 last time he went there. Has the chance to put the Phantoms up by 1 if he makes both of them.
To tie the ball game will
we got another Bruin to foul out of the game, and right there is
Ned.
Justin Ned.
He's been big for the Bethel. Well, you sure can't miss the end of this game now. That's all I can tell you, Mr. Drucker. It would be a terrible thing not to see the end of this. It'll be like the Heidi story, you know what I'm saying? All right.
That's Miles Barnett came in, number 2 for the Bruins, a sophomore. Oh, he missed the first one. He did that last time.
Yeah. Sound like we could be singing a song there.
Echo.
Saw it coming. Saw it coming. You know this is messing with the chips and salsa, you know.
Yeah.
Oh. Good gosh.
He almost got mud.
I'm telling you.
Oh, good job going to the basket.
There's Owusu again.
3-point lead. They go come down and hit another 3.
Man.
I think that's going to be it.
Oh, my Lord. Phoebus has got to be heartbroken. My heavens, got to be heartbroken.
And I know Elijah Nelson, who has played such a great game tonight, missed 3 of 4 foul shots here in the last 2 times he was at the foul line.
Wow, wow, wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say it. We've witnessed a tremendous game here tonight. Trying to see who we got here.
We got number 22 for the Bruins at the foul line, and that's Joshua Owusu.
It's a family affair. There's a song in there somewhere. But anyhow, player of the games for tonight are going to be Mr. Nelson from Phoebus, and it's going to be Mr. Owusu tonight. Mr. Owusu kind of took over again in the overtime, Bob, and he scored 7 points in the overtime. So I feel real good about our pick for players of the game.
I do too. I tell you, it's been a great game. The final score, 82 for the Bruins, 77 for the Phoebus Phantoms. And it's been, you know, it's one of these games that you just got to catch on Channel 48 or Channel 23 if you got Verizon.
I'm telling you what, thank you for letting me be a part of this, LSC. I love high school sports in Hampton. It's just been great.
Yeah, I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want to thank our crew, who've done a great job. I thank my partner, Brent Musgrove. I'm Bob Hintz. Good night, everybody.